Hi. Hi if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning for another video. So today we're going to do a coaching exercise. It's called the Wheel of Life. But I thought I would start by first of all cleansing my area here. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Let's cleanse around here. I'm going to cleanse myself. And I'm going to cleanse you. There you go. Okay. Alright. It's good to start with a clean space. Here, I'm going to put this out here. Okay. So, you may have heard of this. Again, it's called the Wheel of Life. And the thought behind it is that, wheel, so it's perfectly round. And so, like wheels on a car or motorcycle, whatever, bike, that it's perfectly round, so it runs smoothly. It rotates smoothly and, gets you to where you're going very smooth. But sometimes the wheel isn't perfectly round. And the Wheel of Life, as it states, has to do with your life. So I'm going to show you this here. I'm going to put on my glasses quick here. Okay, so I printed this one off, and you can just go online and Google Wheel of Life PDF or Wheel of Life template or download, and a plethora of things will come up. If you go to images, you can do it that way too. And some of them have, they're all relatively the same, but these looks like actually like a wheel or a pie, and there's different slices to the pie. Maybe we should say it's the Pie of Life. Oh, isn't that a movie, The Life of Pi? So what's on this one? I made the words a little bigger so you could see. So it's livelihood. I can't read that. Personal development, finances, health, play, social life. What's this one? Family, home, creativity, relationship, and then we're back to livelihood. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring it a little closer. So do you see there's different little lines in between each of the pie? So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one and fill it out to where we think each one of these, where we're at. So the middle, moving out, is okay, let's say this one, social life. It could be at the lower end, so the closer to the middle, like the less you're doing it, or the least amount of piece of that pie. If that makes sense, hopefully this all makes sense. Okay, so I am going to be truthful, and I am going to do my wheel of life, and I will show you how it comes out, and then how we go from there to help us. So I haven't done one in a long time, so this is actually really a good exercise for me to go through, especially where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna move this a little bit over here. Alright, so for me, I'm gonna start with personal development over here. So personal development, things that you're working on for yourself, maybe reading self-help books, maybe listening to self-help podcasts, anything that you're taking classes, I would consider that personal development. So for me right now, I'm in a bit of a kind of a weird part of my life right now. My mom's 95, and I am the one solely responsible for her. I moved her into assisted living, and I was working part-time because I had to after I got off the road of van life, because I had to be available for her. She's actually legally blind. She has advanced macular degeneration and profound hearing loss. I got her new hearing aids, and I got her a new reading machine, but anyway, so I did get a full-time job, but she broke her hip, and the job that I had, like, they expected me to pick her up, take her to the orthopedic surgeon. I mean, she was in the hospital for a bit, then she had to go to rehab, and I actually had to quit that job. Well, there were other factors, but because it was not a job. I mean, I just started that next Monday. She broke it on a Thursday, and I started it that next Monday, and there was no way I could miss that much work and be on the phone all day with doctors, and you get it, okay? And that's why I got her in assisted living, which was a feat in itself, but because I couldn't, do all the grocery shopping, do all of her pills, do all that. So just want to let you know. So for my wheel, I'm glad that I'm doing this now again, and this has been brought up to me, because I'm sure this will look hugely different, and it will for you too. Like, it's gonna be on just where you're at. So just know it would have looked different before, and once you're aware of it, hopefully you'll know what to work on then, or where you're at, and then it will look different. Let's say you do it again in another 2 months, that it would look different then, because you're aware of what maybe you want to work on and give more time to. So for me, personal development, I love to read. I love listening to podcasts, but recently it's been mostly true crime, just to get me out of my head, because usually personal development is something that you're in your head and you want to work on. So I am going to, I'm going to give it pretty low right there. You see right there? So, not much personal development going on right now. Okay, next up, finances. And here's the thing, I'm showing you guys, I can be vulnerable. I don't care. And just know you can be the only one that ever sees this, or you could do it with a friend or a family member and discuss it. It's always fun, like discussing things like this. If there's somebody that's willing to do something like this with you, not, I don't want to say a lot of people, but not everyone is as open-minded to doing these things, because the thing about like life coaching, self introspection, is then once you know, you kind of feel like you are held accountable to do something about it. And sometimes that's not so easy. And so we sometimes are not in the headspace or have the energy even to change things that we know we want to change or we should change. And so just know that, it's going to look different, and not to be afraid to do it, because I think it gives you a good overall perspective at things that maybe you hadn't looked at before. So for me, finances right now, I'm going to put right here. I was going to say, kind of takes up a lot of my time because I'm thinking about it a lot. I'm trying to work as much as I can, plus take care of a bunch of other things. Like I said, I take care of my mom's stuff and everything. And so, but as far as I feel comfortable giving it that piece of the pie. Again, it's more in thought that I think about it a lot, because I am looking right now for another job, and we know how the job market is right now. So, health. Okay. I love working out. It's been my saving grace pretty much my whole life. I've always been into sports. I've always been athletic. And I've done fitness competitions. I did my first competition when I was 46, and my second one in Las Vegas when I was 50. And I usually would work out 5 to 6 days a week, being on the road, traveling cross country for the last 3 years, like 6 months out of the winter. I still went to the gym, but it wasn't as conducive to, being as consistent. Again, just because you're on the road, it just is tougher. And so, but I have been going more. I started to go 6 days a week again, and I was feeling so good about it. And then, of course, life, things happen, and you get sidetracked, and that's what happened. But I started going again, and I'm probably going like 3 or 4 times a week, and it's becoming a top priority. Since the beginning of the year, I starting my day every day with a cup of black coffee and a protein shake, and that has really helped. I find starting the day like that kind of sets you up and puts you in that mindset. And it's filling, and so don't eat as much junk throughout the day. You're just more aware of it. So I'd like health to even be higher, but right now, with the amount of time that I have, it's gonna go right there. It's kind of like in the middle. Okay, so the next one, and this is gonna be sad, but it's play. So, again, probably like most of you, I don't have an overabundance of time, and if I do have extra time, it's usually it would be going to the gym, so it would be part of my health journey. And The only play that I think I get right now is maybe going out with my daughter and her wife to like dinner or something, or oh, I do videos, like adventure videos on my other channel, and I'm doing that. That's fun, but it's work too. So it's kind of a little bit of both. So I am going to play kind of like personal development, kind of way down there. And you can see too, it goes kind of too by the amount of time that you have. And I'm assuming, again, we're all kind of in the same boat. Not that we all have the same things going on, but just the way the world is that it just seems to be like the people I talk to, I know, are kind of in the same boat as I am. Okay, the next one is social life, which is pretty laughable because my social life is pretty much my work. I will tell you, I love my coworkers, and so like that's my social life. We laugh and we actually have a lot of fun at work, but that is work, so that's not considered social life. And again, the only thing I do that's social would be going out to dinner, or going out to eat, seeing my daughter. And I just right now, and let me know in the comments if you're the same way. Maybe I won't feel so alone. But I have a lot of friends, but I find, especially too after COVID, and then, I was on the road, so I was away from home for a long time, and I could garden those friendships again. There are a group of girls that, girls, ladies, that I worked with at the last law firm I worked at, and we still get together probably once every, 3 months maybe, and we go out to dinner, and so it's really nice because like there's no pressure or anything like that, and most of us can usually make it, and I know how much better I feel after I see them. We laugh and stuff. Last night I talked to my friend Keith on the phone. We were laughing so hard. I met Keith when I was on the road, and just a really good friend of mine. He's from Canada. He's not even from here. And we just have the same sense of humor, the same kind of morals and values. And so my social life a lot of time is on the phone. But I'm going to give my social life as much time as I give my playtime, which isn't a lot. Okay, so see, none of you can feel very bad about your Wheel of Lives because you can see mine. Okay, family. Ooh, this one's tough. So, I don't know. I think I might have talked about this on my channel, why I started traveling. My family, I had a sister 42. She passed away from cancer. I had a brother 61. He passed away from cancer. My sister's husband passed away from a brain tumor the day we buried him. My dad had a massive stroke. He lived 3 more years. My other sister had strokes at 61, and she is in assisted living, and she'll never get out. She's like 72 now. And then 2 of my sisters I'm estranged from. My mom's estranged from them too. So family. Other than my daughter and my mom. So actually they're my highest priority. So again, if you don't have, sometimes I envy, I'm jealous. I see sisters sometimes. I come from a family of 5 girls and 1 boy. And you think that, but I'm the youngest, and you think that, you would be rooting for each other and be close, and but not. I'm finding out a lot of families aren't like that, so it makes me feel less alone. And maybe that's more normal than we think. So if you come from a family that maybe you're estranged from, or that, it's not the Brady Bunch or what you thought a family would be, and you look at other people and are like, wow, I wish I had supportive siblings, or, whatever. Just know you're not alone. But I just know that if you do have really supportive siblings, and you're one of them too, that you're very lucky and you're very fortunate, because not everybody has that. So I'm going to put family, actually I'm going to put it pretty high, because like I said, it's one of my top priorities right now, because it's my support system. And and I have to, because I take care of my mom. So okay, so home. Well, my home for 3.5 years was my van, Charlene. Charlene is her name, was her name. And but when I came back, I had to sell Charlene, because I have to stay here to take care of my mom. And so I don't really have a home. I rent where I am now. It's like half a house. It was used as an Airbnb, but so it's nice. It's a beautiful place, but it's really not my home. I felt the van was more of a home, and so I don't know. I'm gonna put that, because again, I don't really like have a home. It's where I stay. So that's where's that now? I was just looking at it. Oh, right here. So okay, that's where home is, because it's just where I'm at in life right now, because I had to get my mom settled. I had to tour and do a bunch of stuff, move for myself. I moved for myself. All by myself. Okay, creativity. This is one and that's because of this. And then my other channel too is another thing, and it's funny because health and creativity are both kind of like on opposite sides of the thing. But I think because that's something that helps me. It helps me. It's like my therapy. The gym and doing stuff like this is like my therapy. And so I love to do this, and I love coming up with ideas, and I love sharing things that I've learned with all of you. And so creativity is pretty high here. Actually, that's gotten the highest so far, the biggest piece of the pie. Okay. Relationship. And we'll take this as a romantic relationship. Well, that would be I'll show you where that's gonna be, okay? It's right there. Right there. I don't have a significant other. I haven't had a significant other in quite a while. First of all, it's hard to do when you're traveling cross country on the road. And I think the amount of time I've had to focus on my mom and honestly just trying to keep life afloat at this point, that has been the smallest piece of the pie. Every once in a while, I mean, I don't go, like I said, you saw where my social life is at, pretty much where that is. Well, hard to meet people in the wild if you're not being too social. So, it's funny, I'll tell me if you're this way or if you've done this. I will go on a dating app, let's say Bumble. I think that's the only one that, you know, you can like hide your profile and then unhide it. And maybe once a month, yeah, like maybe you'll have a drink or something and you'll just be sitting on your couch, in your bed, and you're like, wonder if anything's changed. I wonder if there's somebody I wouldn't mind going out with. And so you upload the app again and unpause your profile, and you're swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping, and you're doing this. I mean, I don't know how many people that's worked for, and I hope you're one of them. Let me know if you're one of them that has worked for, that you met your significant other or your boyfriend or your partner, whoever, through. But, you know, it's based off of just like pure looks alone, and then you read the profile and then you're like, and most of them, honestly, and I'm sure it's same for men too with women, it's like, no, oh, hell no, yeah, no. And a lot of times, I can tell you, and I've been on and off them like for years, you know, when it first started and stuff, it was the new thing, you know, Match.com. And what's interesting is I will run across the like same profiles that I saw 15 years ago, and they still have the same pictures up, the same profile pictures. I'm like, I think you might have changed maybe, just maybe a little bit since then, you know, but who am I to say? So I'm on for like all of like 3 to 5 minutes, and then I go off. So, but I have to take accountability myself because I don't put in the effort, because then when I actually think about meeting up with somebody and taking the time, and again, it's where I am in my life right now, because so much of my time is taken up, either I'm working or I'm taking care of things for my mom, or like everybody, busy. And then in my age bracket, you know, a lot of people carry a lot of baggage from past relationships. I don't know. I think I'm open, and then I think maybe I might have a pretty big wall up. So that's on me. But I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to devote more time to that. It's just where I'm at right now. That piece of the pie ain't getting a lot of attention. Okay. So, and then the last one is livelihood. So, you know, I would think that would kind of be, well, I guess that's like your job, your work. Again, different templates, different ones you find are gonna maybe have the wording a little different, but it's all gonna be kind of the same. So my job, so the time I kind of devote to it is, I do work a lot. If I'm not working at like my work, I mean looking for a job, another job, or another job. Or, you know, I'm doing this because, I mean, this is fun. And with my other channel too, like I go on adventures and stuff, but they're still jobs. They actually supplement my income, and they're fun. So I don't mind doing this. So I would say right now, as far as like how much time and what I devote to working and or looking for more jobs, that's pretty high. As far as like how much time I'm allotting to that area, and that's what these are, like how much time are you or effort are you putting into each one of these. And so as you can see, my wheel would not get very far. There is no continuation. There's not even a hint of the semblance of a wheel here. And so as you can see with like something like this would probably take you, I've talked through each one of them. Take my glasses off here. So I've talked through each one of them to explain like where I'm coming from and why I'm putting that. But for you to sit down and do this, it probably would take you, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. Or maybe, like I said, it would be kind of fun if you do have a partner. This would be a good exercise to do with each other, because then you can, like, I can stand back and look at this. Like I said, this one's a little sad. I don't think my wheel, like I said, I haven't done it in a long time. I don't think my wheel has ever looked so discombobulated. And again, it's just where I'm at in my life right now. And so now I see, sometimes, a lot of times, like you want to give effort to a certain part, but, maybe I don't have the time. But you can then stand back and take a look and be like, okay. And this is me talking to me. This is a little sad. I have to do something to make this a little better, because I know my life, it would be more, it would flow better. And that's the thing of the wheel. It would flow better if I could just, for a couple areas, try and start to balance this out. I mean, I don't think anybody in the history of doing the Wheel of Life, I could be wrong, there could be a couple lucky ones out there, but I don't think anybody has ever had the same exact amount for each piece of the pie of this to come in a completely, round circle. And so I here you can see my health, my family, because I put a lot of time on these, and my creativity. Those are the ones, and my livelihood. But although that's more out of sometimes panic as a big piece of the pie than it is, maybe a healthy way of doing it. But and I can see it's all the fun stuff that I gotta work on. The play, the social life, the personal development, and the relationships. It's more, having fun with other people, or my, self going out and doing stuff in my home. Although I'm fine here. I mean, like I said, it doesn't feel like a home, but I'm so used to being on the road and traveling. I kind of have a gypsy spirit. Let me know if you feel that way. I feel at home not being in one place, if that makes sense. Like me traveling and going in the van, traveling cross country, being in different places. For me, that was that's where I felt comfortable. One of my followers from my other channel made this for me and sent it to me. It's so neat. I had a 2001 Dodge Road Trek. I think I told you I redid the whole thing. And so, yeah. But yeah, so that's the Wheel of Life. Again, just something interesting to kind of give you a perspective on where you're at in different areas of your life and maybe how you can start to focus to make it a little more balanced. And now that I went through that, I plan on having a little more fun in my life and making, a conscious effort to get out and socialize. I think sometimes, like I said, we have a lot of fun at my work. And then when I leave there, I'm in a good mood. It's the one, I think, job that I don't mind going to. I get up and I'm actually look forward to going there. But it's not full time. And yeah. So anyway, that is that. Now, as I always do, I am going to start plucking the negative energy, okay? Oh, you know what? I have a brush. I have a couple brushes. Let's do a little brushing. I think if you didn't see my painting one before, so I started painting. I just did the background. Here, I'm gonna brush that right there. And I think I'm gonna continue that painting, and we'll do that. I haven't painted probably since then. That was one thing that I was doing, and that's part of the creativity. I find painting so relaxing. I mean, I'm not the best painter, but that's not the point of it. It's to focus on something and just do something you enjoy that takes you out of overthinking everything else, because that's what we seem to do. I should speak for myself. That's what I do. Alright, now let's do some plucking. Okay, let's take some negative energy out of there. Alright, we're gonna get that. Oh, right there. Yeah. Oop, I see it right behind you. You're there. Right behind you. There you go. I got that. I got it. Let me know if you'd like a video where it's just tapping and mouth sounds. I'm not sure how many people like that kind of stuff. I know somebody asked to do more of the makeup. Oh, and the hair. A lot of people like the hair, which I love doing hairstyles, so that's no problem for me. So, yeah, the things I love here, like I said, are life coaching exercises and, wait, okay, I got it. And, the Reiki. And, oh, you know what? I had one before and I don't know what happened to it, but I got another one and I'm going to read up on the book so I can learn more. But I got a pendulum. If you don't know what that is, it goes with kind of like the Reiki and all that kind of stuff, the tarot cards. I'll be doing tarot again, and I also have my crystals, my chakra crystals, so that'll be coming up. But the pendulum is where you hold it and then you ask it questions, and depending on which way it turns, that's the answer to the question. And also, if you have any questions for me or that I could answer, I'm pretty new. It's only been like 3 weeks, I think, that I've been doing this. But maybe at some point in a couple weeks, I'll ask if you have any questions and we can do a Q&A. I don't know if I told you that I used to work for Marvel Comics when Stan Lee was there. And I was just thinking about my past and just some of the stuff that I've done. And yeah, that was fun. So, okay, we got rid of all that negative energy from today. It's all gone. It's all gone. You don't have to worry about it. I just got rid of it for you. Oh wait, there's one little piece left. Right there. I got it. Oh, wait. Okay. Done. Now, you know what we do? We're gonna send you all the positive energy. I'm gonna push it out towards you. I'm gonna send you all of it. All that positive energy. So, you've been cleansed tonight. Your aura's been cleansed. And let me know. I would be so interested to know if you end up doing the Wheel of Life, printing it out. It's super easy. Again, it'll take 5 minutes. And let me know if you're surprised by your wheel. If your wheel would roll down the street, or if, like mine, you wouldn't even be able to get anywhere. But just know too, these are just certain times of your life, like mine. That's why, don't get me wrong, I can get frustrated and discouraged just as much as the next person. But I always know everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Good times are even temporary. So, whenever you're in a good time, if you're in a good time right now, if you're in a great space, I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. And then carry that on to know that because there's always something around the corner. It may not be maybe for a couple blocks, or it may be miles ahead. But just know when you are at those lows sometimes, that just like the good times, that there's good times right around the corner. Once you get through the bad time, there'll be a good time right around the corner. So I'm going to send you all this positive energy. Send it to you. I'm going to push it out to you. I'm going to give it all to you, okay? Alright. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a peaceful night. And I'll see you